Welcome back to another video. I am Real Talk, your go-to destination for real, honest, and no BS dating site review. I give you all of the facts, I give you all of the details, and I tell you everything you need to know about every dating site. My goal is to save you time, and more importantly, to save you from wasting a lot of money. In this review, I will talk about a good dating site, and that is called UADates. UADate is not a typical dating site. It is really a dating service. This dating site is for someone that is seriously looking for a real relationship. UADate is not for someone that is looking to have a little bit of fun or just messing around. So if you are a guy that is interested in meeting someone from Europe and you are serious about it, UADate may be a good option for you. There is a lot to this dating site, so let's just get right down to it. Here we are inside of my account. And before I get into deep with all of the details, let me quickly mention this. UADates is a European dating site. It is mostly Ukrainian women on here, but you will find other Eastern European countries as well. There are some Asian, not a lot. There are some Latin countries, and there are some North American countries also. But predominantly it is European and predominantly it is Ukrainian. So if that is your interest, UA date may be a good option altogether. Okay, so first things first. The first thing that you should do is you should complete your profile. And you can do so by clicking this icon right here in the left hand corner. I won't show you this part. It is self-explanatory. Just fill in all the information that they are asking and upload at least five good pictures of yourself. You should upload one good picture of your face, one good picture of your whole body, and then a handful of other pictures that you may find interesting or something that you want to show the prospective member. Now, I do recommend you completing your profile thoroughly, fill in all of the information that they are asking. The more information that you provide, that is more information the member will know about who you are and what you are about. So once again, just click on this link right here and complete your profile. So this right here is your home screen or your main screen. And this is where you can navigate through all of the various features. And I will go through some of these features in more detail in the upcoming section. But first thing I do recommend when you first sign up is you should get yourself familiar with how the dating site works and all of the features. And you can do that by clicking User Guide and just navigate through the various sections. There is a lot of good information on here. So if you are unsure as to how something works, you can find the information in the User Guide. Okay, so with that out of the way, let me first talk about the search function on here. And I would just click on search. So there are a lot of ways to search on here. You can certainly search by age, by height, and certainly by weight. You can search by ID, and I will touch on that here in a second. Whether she is online, or whether she has video, and whether you want to turn on camera to do a live video chat. As I mentioned earlier, they do list a lot of countries to search from, but once again, the vast majority of the women are Ukrainian. And if you know the city, you can certainly type in the city along with the country. Other filters that you can utilize are whether they speak English, religion, and all of these various aspects on here. I won't go through each one by one, but you can see all of the various ways that you can search. So overall, they do have a lot of ways where you can filter out the various members that you are looking for. And let me point this out. So top ladies are profiles of women that are getting noticed or they are getting a lot of attention. I guess that is what top ladies are. Favorite ladies, so anyone that you have favorited on here, it will show up in your favorite ladies folder. Favorite videos, so any videos that you have watched, you will get a lot of video on here. It will show up here. That is the same for favorite photos. Paid content, so anything that you have purchased will show up here. So that is either a video or a photo. My account, so this is your account. So just click on my account and it will bring you back to your profile page. Customer support, so if you need to use customer support, you can certainly send them a message. They are quick to respond, and the customer support on here are pretty good. Once again, I always touch on user guide. So these are the some of the main features on here. Once again, it is self-explanatory for each one. A few more things to point out. As you can see here in the bottom right-hand corner, so this is pop-up chat request. So these are members reaching out to start a conversation. You can certainly hit start chat if you want to. You can block her or just close her out. Over here is your mail. So all of your mail will show up here. I am not here much, but I have well over, I think, at least 200 messages altogether. I don't know. But I do have quite a bit. Active mail. So active mail are basically any messages that you started in here, and they will put it in this particular folder. That way it is easy for you to keep track who you are sending mails to. Gifts. Now there are gifts on here, and I will talk about gifts separately in a different section. Also on here, you do have the option of a blacklist. So any ladies that you are chatting with, she is bothering you for whatever reason, and you no longer want to chat with her, you can certainly block her out. And then finally, gift orders. So I will talk about gifts once again in a different section and walk you through that whole process. So essentially, that is all of the main features on UADates. Okay, so let's take a look at some profiles. One thing about UADates that I do like when I am here are the profile pictures. These pictures are amazing. A lot of it is professionally done. And for every profile, you do get a lot of good information. So for example, let me just pick one here. I see Yulia. Green is she's online. And live is she's available to do live chat. And so is every member. So if you want to do a live chat, you can just click live chat. But let me just go into Yulia's account. And as you can see, this is all of her information. And every member will have an ID associated with her name. You can use this ID and you can put that into a search. But once again, there is a lot of good information. There is an about section. She has hobbies, her character, her type of man, dreams and ambition, and travel experiences. So this will be also similar to your profile and what it would look like. And when I said earlier on filling in all of your information, this is what I mean. Give me as much information as you can. That way she knows all about you and what you are about. So while you are in here, you can certainly browse through any public photos that she has posted. That is free to do so. You can certainly send a gift if you want to. You can certainly reach out and send her a mail. And once again, you can do an instant live chat with her. And then finally at the bottom, there is some videos that she has posted, and videos will cost you some money, and I will talk about that in the upcoming section. And then finally down here, they are recommending various members that is similar to Yulia or whoever that you selected to look at. So overall, profiles on here are very good, and you get a lot of great information about the member. What can you do on here for free? What can you do on here that doesn't cost money? Well, first, let me point this out. Every woman that you see on here uses the dating site for free. 100% of the female uses the dating site for free. So keep that in mind. So sorry guys, we are the one that is left holding the bag. We are the one that has to pay for all of the features. Now in terms of actual free things that we can do, well, not a whole lot. You can browse as many profiles as you want. You can go into any profile, and I would just pick one right here, Veronica. And I showed you this earlier in profile. Look through all of her information, look through all of her photos, and you can like any photos for free. Mail. You can read a lot of your mails for free, especially your initial mail, and it will tell you that it's free to do so. So I would just click on Anna, and as you can see, I have a letter here, and I can certainly read the letter for free, but it will cost money to respond. So that is pretty much it in terms of free things on here. And once again, you can browse the profiles for free, and you can read a lot of your initial mail for free. Every other feature is going to cost money in the form of credits. So let me talk about that in the next section. Okay, so let's talk about credits, why you need it, and how it is used. You can find that information in your user guide. You can also ask customer support, and I have already opened this up. So here is the cost breakdown. Reading your mail is free, and I mentioned that already early on in the video. Come into your mailbox, and you can read all your mail for free. Sending mail is 20 credits. Opening each attachment in mailbox is also 20 credits. So for example, if I were to communicate with Tatiana, and if I were to send her a mail, that is 20 credits. If I were to open any photos or videos she has sent me, that is also 20 credits. Chatting. So 1 minute of text chat is 2 credits. 1 minute of video chat is 2 credits. And turning on the camera is free. So for example, let me just come back here. I would click on live chat, and I would just click on ladies online. So if I wanted to chat with Diana, for example, chatting down here is 2 credits per minute. If I wanted to have her see me on camera, I would just turn my camera on. That doesn't cost you anything. But for her to see me on camera, it will cost an additional 2 credits per minute. So that is what this is saying. 1 minute of video chat viewing is 2 credits. So she can see me on camera, but I cannot see her. She does not have a camera. And once again, that is 2 credits per minute to just have my camera on. And then finally, viewing the girl's video. So for example, I would just go to home, and I would just click on a profile once it opens up. This dating site is a bit slow, but if I were to scroll down here, and this is Hannah, if I wanted to see her photo or video right here, that is going to cost 20 credits. So overall, these are all the costs for all of the features that you will need to pay for on UADates. What are the credit packages on here, and how much does it cost? You can find that information by clicking Add Credits. I have already done that, so let me show that to you. So on here, there are 4 credit packages available. And right now, they are running a promotion. The smallest package is 80 credits for $25. 200 credits for $55. 450 credits for $130. And then finally, 900 credits for $320. And like I said, right now they are running a promotion. So how long will credit last? Will credit last 1 month, 2 weeks, 1 week? How long? Well, let's go through an example. Let's just say I purchased 450 credits for $90. How long do you think 450 credits will actually last? Well, let me remind you. Just chatting alone is 2 credits per minute. So for example, I am chatting with Elena. That is 2 credits per minute, 120 credits per hour. 450 credits is about 4 hours of chatting. That is it. So for 450 credits and just chatting alone, I would get 4 hours. That's all. Now let's say I wanted to use my camera. I turn on my camera and she can see me on video. Well, turning on my camera is another 2 credits per minute. So it's 2 credits per minute to just chat, another 2 credits per minute to turn on my camera. Altogether, you are paying for 4 credits per minute if you are using your camera. Well, 4 credits per minute, 450 credits, that is roughly just 2 hours of chatting. That's it. So for $90, 450 credits, utilizing your camera and chatting as well, you get just 2 hours. That's it. Now let's go one step further. Let's say I started using mail. and mail is 20 credits to respond. So I am in my mailbox. Every mail that I respond to, that is 20 credits. So if you have 450 credits, you roughly get 22 mails that you can respond to. That's it for 450 credits. 22 mail. So altogether, if you were to use mail, you were to use live chat, you were to use your camera, your 450 credits for $90 might last you an hour or two at the most. That is all you get, guys, for 450 credits. Now, if you think 900 credits for $160 will last you longer, well, yes, it does last you a little bit longer. But once again, it might get you a day, maybe two at the most. The point I am making is you pay a lot of money and you get very little credits for it in return. Overall, your credits will not last as long as you think, whatever credit package that you buy. It may last you a few hours at the most, and if you are lucky, it may you get a day or two. That is it. It will not last you 1 month. It won't even last you 1 week. So please consider that. Credits on here are expensive. Credits do not last very long at all. Okay, so let's talk about gifts. So on here, you do have the option of sending your lady a gift if you want to do something nice for her. And there are a lot of selection to choose from. There are bestsellers, so you have perfume, a device, and even English course or some kind of a jewelry. There's also flowers that you see listed. Again, more perfume, various gift certificate, some jewelry, and also electronics. So tablet, phone, earbuds, and a watch. So here is what you need to keep in mind. Gifts on here are expensive. Gifts on here are marked well above market value. It can be 5, 6, 7 times above market value. So let's go through an example. Let's say you want to purchase your lady this Apple iPhone 12 256 gig. It is showing 12,000 credits. So how much is 12,000 credits in terms of actual dollars? Well, let me go through the math. Now we use 80 credits for $25 as a reference point. So 80 credits for $25, that translates to 31 cents per credit. And once again, that is my reference. So 31 cents per credit. So based on that, 12,000 credits, it will cost you $3,700 for this Apple iPhone 12. That's right, $3,700. You could buy this, or I could buy this Apple iPhone 12 here at the store or off of Facebook for $500, maybe $600. And they are selling it for $3,700. So that right there is, 7, 8 times above market value. And let's talk about this perfume. Let's say you wanted to purchase this perfume, 1,300 credits. And once again, it's 31 cents per credit. So this will cost roughly $372 for 3 to 4 ounces of perfume. Again, at the store, it's probably 50, 60 bucks here. So what I am telling you overall is, yes, you can buy gifts, but expect to pay well above market value, 5, 6, 7, 8, even 9 or 10 times above market value. So keep that in mind. And if you want to learn all about sending a gift, you can certainly contact customer support and they will walk you through the whole process. But once again, gifts on here are extremely expensive. Exchanging your email or phone number on here. Can you do it? Will they allow you to do it on UADates? Well, the short answer is, well, yes and no. And let me first talk about the no. So on UADates, they will do everything they can to block you from exchanging your email or phone number. They just don't want you to do it. So for example, if I were chatting with Olga and I put my email or phone number down here, she may not get it at all. it will be blocked or it is scrubbed out. And that is true if I were to attach a picture. Inside that picture has my email and phone number, and I tried to send it to her in this chat. She may not get that picture, and more than likely, that information will be scrubbed out and it will also be blocked. That is true for mail. So let's say I am sending Marina here a letter. Inside that letter, I put my email or phone number. Well, that will also be blocked. She will not get it. She will see only stars. That is also true if I were to attach a photo inside this letter and I were to send it. She may not get that photo. More than likely, my information or my contact will also be blocked. So essentially on here, they do not want you to exchange contact information at all. Now, the only way that you can exchange contact information on here is you need to go through their suggestion or their suggested method. And here is how they want you to do it. And it says so right here, request contact. You can request a person's contact after spending 5,000 credits in a chat. That's right, 5,000 credits. So how much is 5,000 credits? Well, 5,000 credits is about $1,600 on here. You need to spend $1,600. That's per woman. You heard me right. $1,600 per woman to get her contact. In addition, you will also have to spend another $500 making that request. So 500 bucks is roughly $150. So altogether, you will have to spend roughly $1,600 to get a woman's contact on here. So that's $1,600 per woman. Now, they will refund your $150 if the woman declines your request. But you will still be stuck paying this $1,500 anyways. So keep that in mind. Requesting a personal information on here costs you a lot of money. Now, there may be some options on here or some suggestion that I can give you without having to spend a lot of money and how you can try or other ways you can try to exchange contact information on here. So if you want some suggestion, you can certainly send me a message. To go to my channel, this here is my email address, realtalkdatingsitereview@gmail.com. Send me an email, tell me what dating site you are using, and I will respond back with a handful of ideas and suggestions that you can try on UADates or any other dating site. And while you are in here, be sure to check out my other videos. And there is one video that I would recommend, that is UA Dreams. UA Dreams works very similar to UADates. It has a lot of amazing profiles and a lot of amazing features all together. And I will leave a link to UA Dreams at the bottom of this video. So there you have it, a complete and review of UADates. Once again, UADates is for someone that is looking for a serious relationship. 100% of the profiles you see on here are real. They have good customer service. They have great security features as well. You can do a live video chat, and there are a lot of ways you can communicate on here, as I have shown you. So overall, UADates could be a great option for you if you want to meet mostly European women and mostly Ukrainian ladies. So with that said, I wish you good luck on your dating journey, and I will definitely see you in the next one.